The relationship account. Why everything in life boils down to a relationship. Amit was successful, at least that's what everyone thought. At 42, he was a senior vice president in a growing company. He had a good income, a beautiful home, a respected position, and a life many people would envy. From the outside, everything looked perfect. But something wasn't right. His wife often complained that he was physically present but mentally absent. His mother said he never had time for her. He and his father spoke only when necessary. His health was slowly deteriorating, and despite being surrounded by people every day, he often felt alone. The strange thing was, Amit thought everyone else was the problem, until life gave him 2 wake-up calls. The first wake-up call came through his annual 360-degree leadership feedback report. The report contained many positive comments. Highly competent, strategic thinker, delivers results, and he was excited reading that. Till one sentence that stopped him cold. Difficult to connect with. Amit read it once, then again. It was disturbing, and for the first time in years, he drove home in silence. The second wake-up call. A few weeks later, he attended a parent interaction day at his son's school. The students were asked to write anonymously about one thing they wished their parents understood. One note was read aloud. I don't want a successful father. I want a father who has time for me. The room fell silent. Amit somehow felt very uneasy because a voice within him was saying it was his son's note. Not sure about it though. On the drive home, Amit asked his son, was that your note? His son stared out of the window. After a long pause he replied, Dad, I know you're doing all this for us. But I don't think you know me anymore. This sentence broke Amit's heart. That night, Amit couldn't sleep. The feedback from work echoed in his mind. Difficult to connect with. His son's words echoed, too. I don't think you know me anymore. And for the first time, he saw his own pattern. The issue wasn't work. The issue wasn't home. The issue wasn't other people. The issue was relationships. Everything boils down to a relationship. A few days later, Amit met his mentor. After listening patiently, the mentor asked him a strange question. How is your relationship with time? With money? With health? Then came the final question. How is your relationship with yourself? At first, Amit didn't understand. He was confused. Then slowly, a powerful truth began to emerge. Life is not a collection of events. Life is a collection of relationships. Your relationship with health determines your health. Your relationship with money determines your wealth. Your relationship with work determines your professional success. And your relationship with yourself influences every other relationship in your life. He realized that people handling skills are the backbone of sustainable success. He was ignoring some part of it. Everything boils down to a relationship. What you sow is what you reap. Multiplied. As Amit reflected on his relationship with his son, he realized something painful. For years, he had invested time in customers, time in meetings, time in presentations, time in targets. He invested very little time in his son. Now he was harvesting the result. And like every harvest, it had returned multiplied. His son wasn't rejecting him. His son was responding to him. One of the most important lessons in life is this: what you sow is what you reap, multiplied. Relationships are no different. Fact or opinion. In one of his mentoring sessions, Amit began examining his relationship with his father. For years, he believed his father loved his brother more. He could recall dozens of incidents that seemed to prove it. Then the question his mentor asked him brought a powerful, profound realization. Yes, the events had happened. They were facts for sure. However, the meaning he had attached to those events was an opinion. And for years, his opinions had become his facts. That single insight changed the way he looked at many relationships in his life. Because often the problem isn't what happened. The problem is the story we continue telling ourselves about what happened. Meaningful interactions build trust. Coming back to his relationship with his son, his mentor then gave him a simple assignment. He asked him to spend 30 minutes every week with his son. The rules were simple: no advice, no lectures, no judgment, no problem solving. Just curiosity, just listening, just being present. Initially, there was a lot of resistance from his son. Another rule was that Amit had to persist with these meetings, and finally, his persistence paid off. After 3 attempts, the ice was broken. His son started speaking. Slowly, trust began returning. Conversation returned. Connection returned. Because trust is rarely rebuilt with a single grand gesture. Trust is rebuilt one meaningful interaction at a time. Finally, the most important relationship. As Amit's other relations improved, one question emerged. Who am I? Without my job title, without my income, without my achievements, without the approval of others. For years, he had been trying to improve relationships with everyone else. Yet the relationship he had neglected most was the relationship with himself. Then he understood something his mentor had told him long ago. Your first relationship is with yourself. Every other relationship is merely a reflection of that one. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson of all. In the balance sheet of life, the relationship account is not just another account. It is the invisible thread connecting all the others. Health, wealth, profession, social, spiritual, self, everything is connected through relationships. So before moving on, ask yourself one question: who is the one person with whom you need a meaningful interaction? And perhaps an even more important question: how is your relationship with yourself? Because in the end, life is not a transaction. Life is a relationship, and everything in life boils down to a relationship. That is why we work with two powerful concepts. The first is the balance sheet of life, a framework that helps us create balance across the 7 important areas of life: health, wealth, professional growth, relationships, social life, self, and spirituality. The V.I.P impact cycle is a structured methodology that helps you move from intention to measurable results. It focuses on building your 1. Visibility, how clearly you see yourself. 2. Influence, what skills you possess. And 3. Presence, what consistent action do you take through the right mindset to achieve desired results and measurable ROI, both tangible and intangible. Follow Life Skills Unlimited for more such videos. We at LSU believe it is always mindset first, everything next. We also believe that just devouring information makes no difference. Learn to be wise. Wisdom is applied information. Visit our website www.elsaworld.com. Visit our Instagram profile at Elsa_world. Thank you for watching. If this resonates with you and for more such videos, do like, share and subscribe.